6 spots up for grabs as we're ready to run. Underway at the USATF Cross Country Championships for 2024. This is the Women's U20 Championship at 6K.
Now that, my friend, is the best feeling after the gun goes off and you can just kind of let it rip. You know, you're still able to think a little bit, but so many times when you start races, you want to turn your brain off and just run. And a lot of the athletes that I reached out to said that's what they're hoping for. They just want to come out. You know, the time on the cross country courses really don't matter. We've been starting to talk a little bit more about time, and I really believe that we should throw that out the door. When it comes to cross, you just got to compete. And right now we're watching Zariel Makia, known by her close friends and her parents as Z. She's up front. This is where we normally see her. She is not afraid, no matter how young she is. She's still only a junior in high school. She likes to get out there and get out fast.
And with this race over only 6 kilometers out on the course, they have now come through that first kilometer, and you see the first little bit of decision-making they have to do is they put those logs across the course. There are in some places where you can go around them. In that case, it looked like you had to go right over them, and Makia and Shea coming through basically at the same split, about 3:16 at that opening kilometer, but a pretty good group there in the top, 10, 11 places now, only a second and a half behind the leaders, but a little bit of a break between that 11th and Lauren Ping, and then Jensen back about 4 seconds behind in 4th. Also 18 years of age, out of Brownsville, Pennsylvania, was a 7-time state champion, still holds the Pennsylvania high school state record at 3,200 meters on the track. Less than 3,200 meters remain in this U20 Women's Cross Country Championship race, as Quarzo alongside Maki, who's really been the pace setter for this group, leading from the gun and staying up near the front. Others have kind of drifted up and back in this group, most notably Ellie Shea there on the inside now as they make the turn and hit one of the very limited number of undulations here. A little climb as they come through the 13-minute mark as they're coming to the conclusion of the second lap, and effectively becomes the bell lap for these women. They'll have 2 kilometers to go here shortly. And Maddie Gardner's there trying to fight her way back within contact of that lead 4 as she is broken away from Ellie Shea, who was there in 6th, then Boucher, and then I think that's Julia Kiesler, the 19-year-old out of Indiana, back there in 8th position, trying to close the gap herself in the standings.
Well, these ladies have both shown such strength and speed. They're fast on the track. They are so good on the grass. And here they go. You can see it shaking the arms out as Zariel Makia. She's going for it, but Allie Zeeland's hanging on strong.
Yeah, Makia made the move, and then Zeeland said, not so fast, and look at them now really unleash what's left in the tank there. Makia maybe a half stride ahead, closing in on the finish line. Ariel Makia, the 17-year-old out of New York. Allie Zeeland out of Virginia trying to win on home state turf. But Zariel Makia is going to get ahead. She will lead Team USA to the World Cross Country Championships as the Women's U20 champion. It'll be Zeeland in 2nd, and now the rest of the field charges toward the finish. Quarzo will get handed an invitation here, finishing in 3rd. Bonner Dalton in 4th. Maddie Gardner in 5th. And Ellie Shea with another opportunity to represent Team USA comes across the line in 6th position. Jillian Boucher will now have to wait on the decision-making above her as she finishes in 7th in 21:01.7. And then there in 8th, Kiesler, a gutsy run for her, part of that lead group for most of the way as she winds up in 8th position.